Every camp has a ghost story, a whispered legend told by firelight. But what happens when that story is real? Madman takes the classic campfire tale and turns it to a full on slasher nightmare, where saying the wrong name out loud is enough to get you killed. Madman was released in 1981, right as the slashers were exploding thanks to the success of Halloween and Friday the 13th. Directed by Joe Giannone, it was a truly independent project, made on a shoestring budget and shot mostly on Long Island. Originally, the movie was supposed to be based on the infamous Cropsey legend, the tale of a crazed killer lurking near child's camps. But at the last minute, they discovered the burning had already beaten them to the punch. So they rewrote the story and created their own monster, Madman Mars. According to the film, Mars was a farmer who brutally murdered his wife and children. He was hanged by his neighbors, but his body mysteriously vanished. The legend says if you say his name above a whisper, he'll come for you. And the movie begins with exactly that. A group of camp counselors telling scary stories around a fire. One of the kids ignores the warning and shouts Mars' name into the night. From there, it's only a matter of time before the killings begin. Like many slashers of its era, the plot is simple. Characters wander off to the woods, they're stalked, and one by one they disappear. But what makes Madman stand out is the way it leans into the campfire legend. The whole movie feels like a cautionary tale. Don't go in the woods, don't say the name, or he'll get you. The kills in Madman aren't over-the-top gore fest, but they carry weight because of how they're staged. Mars favors his massive axe, and most of the victims meet their end in brutally simple, direct ways. Hacked, slashed, or struck down in the dark. What makes them memorable isn't the excess blood, but the way the movie builds suspense. Characters are left wandering through the woods or cabins, often in total silence, with the audience already knowing what's coming for them, just out of sight. One of the most chilling moments comes from the hanging scene. Stark, unsettling, and unforgettable. And by the time the survivors realize what's happening, it's far too late. The atmosphere is really where Madman shines. The low budget actually helps. The woods look genuinely isolated, the cabins are dimly lit, and you feel the chill of the night setting in. The score is another highlight. Rather than upbeat or driving music, it's very ambient, almost eerie, layering electronic tones to create a tense and suffocating mood. It feels dreamlike in moments, but always with the sense that something is lurking just off screen. Together, the setting and score give Madman a haunting campfire story energy that lingers even after the credits roll. At the time, Madman didn't make much noise. It was overshadowed by bigger slashers like Friday the 13th and The Burning. Critics dismissed it as just another copycat. But in the years since, it's developed a cult following. Horror fans appreciate it more for its atmosphere, its simple and effective myth, and of course, Madman Mars himself. He's less of a standard slasher villain and more of a folkloric figure. A lumbering monster born out of urban legend. That quality makes the film stand out in a sea of mass killers and summer camp slashers. Madman isn't the flashiest or most polished horror film of the 80s, but that's part of its charm. It feels like a story told around a campfire, whispered into the night until it takes on a life of its own. If you're a fan of slashers and you think you've seen them all, this one's worth revisiting. It may not have the recognition of the genre's giants, but it's a cult classic for a reason. So next time you're sitting around the fire, don't say his name. Till next time, stay cruel.